everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today what we're going to be doing is this kind of very dramatic Burgundy and Gold, P. Louise, Asian Bridal inspired look, but it's just kind of given my signature twist. So yeah, if you want to see how to create this, then stay tuned. Okay, let's just get right into it. So the first thing we want to do is mark out the direction you want to take your eye in. So what I use is a wee bit of micropore tape, and I just stick it from the outer corner up towards the hairline, going in the same direction so that you're working with your cheekbone. I'm then going to use some Urban Decay Eden Primer to prime the lid. So this one does give you a good bit of colour. It's got a wee dippy stick. I just work it onto my ring finger and press it all over. Whilst that eye primer is still a wee bit wet, I'm going to go in with my brow bone and my inner corner eye highlight. So what I'm going to use is this palette here by an independent company called Glitter Eyes. I'm going to go on, please excuse the mess of the palette, I have used it a lot, but I'm going to use this colour here. I suppose like a dupe for something similar would be like MAC Nylon, but this one, to be honest with you, is a lot more pigmented. I'll put the link to them below. I'm going on just with a flat brush, and I'm literally packing on the product along the brow bone and all up the inner corner of the eye. I'm then going to go in with a nude eyeshadow. I'm just using the Makeup Forever M530. It's just a matte nude shadow. Any matte nude shadow would do for this. A fluffy brush. I'm using the Inglot xoxo, and I'm just kind of pressing that all over the lid and into the crease, everywhere that I didn't put the highlighter. So with this sort of eye, it's all about the blend, it's all about the transition of colours. So you want that base colour on, that really nude colour, so that your colours and your eyeshadows aren't going to stick and leave you with that really harsh line that you can't blend out. Next, I'm going in with the Makeup Forever M846, which is this beautiful deep kind of cranberry burgundy matte shadow. And I'm going on with the number 11 Lancome brush. It's just quite a flat brush. You'll see if I turn it to the side there. And really, this is super easy. We're just taking a good amount of the product. I'm starting on the outer corner of the eye, and I'm really just packing it along the line of the tape to the outer corner. I'm really making sure I'm packing the pigment on there. I'm then going up to the inner corner of the eye, so kind of like above, like just underneath the inner corner of the brow there. And I'm packing on some pigment up there, and then just in the outer corner I'm lifting the burgundy up a wee bit higher. It looks horrific just now, but trust me. I'm then going on with my good old faithful number 17 Lancome blending brush. You all know I absolutely love this brush, and I'm just starting to very lightly blend that upper corner underneath the inner corner of the brow. Light circular motions, joining it on in the crease to the product we put on the outer corner of the eye. So I'm literally just using the very tip of the brush. I want to be very precise here with my blending. So next what I'm going to do, I'm using a new product. I've used it once before and I absolutely loved it, and that is the NYX Glitter Primer. So I'm using a good amount of that, and I'm going in with a silicone angled brush. Now this is a Crown Brushes one. It's just got a wee kind of silicone angled edge, and I'm working that primer all over the lid from the outer corner to the inner corner, and I'm taking it in a circular motion, like I can feel the silicone tip. Work it around the shape of your eyeball and then press the primer all down over the lids to fill it in. I'm then going in with another flat brush. This is the number 11 Lancome brush. I've got many of these brushes, so that's why it's not the same one that I used before. and I'm going in with a brand new product as well. It's the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder, and this is number 12. It's a really gorgeous kind of coppery gold colour. So I'm just going to press that all over the lid on top of that primer in that nice round circular shape. Now we're not covering that inner corner of the eye highlight because the eyeball doesn't come all the way in there to the side of the nose. So we really are only taking it around the shape of the eyeball. Oh, how gorgeous that colour, look how much it sparkles. Stunning. I'm then going back to the silicone brush and a wee bit more of that NYX primer. I'm pressing it on top of that pigment. Quite sporadically, I'm not covering the entire lid, I'm just kind of dabbing on enough. I'm going back to the same brush that I just used for the pigment, and I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Diamond Powder, and this is number 4. And you'll see, oh my goodness, no, I can't lift it up too much. But it's like pure sparkle. And this number 4 is the same colour as the diamond powder, as the starlit powder, sorry, that I just put on. But it's just going to give it a lot more sparkle, a lot more shine. Oh my goodness, isn't that stunning? What makes me happy? I love it. So the next thing we do after this is your liner. So I always like my brush to be nice and wet when I'm doing liner, so I take a wee cotton wool ball, my eye makeup remover, and I make sure my wee cotton wool ball's got loads of eye makeup remover, and then I just press my gel liner brush into it, because having that wee bit of oil based eye makeup remover on there just kind of ensures that your brush remains nice and soft and it's not going to go really hard. I'm going in with my Inglot 77 gel liner, and I'm just going to start from the inner corner, from the inner corner of the eye, and create a nice winged out flick. The trick here when you're going top of glitter and pigment is you want to be dabbing, you don't want to try and drag a line, you literally need to do a wee bit at a time and press. Okay, after I've then created my nice wing, I'm going to go back in with the same gel liner and I'm going to start to curve it up around the outer corner on the and I'm going to outline the gold pigment that we just had on. I'm only taking it about a third of the way up. I'm not going to take it, can you see that, all the way. It's literally about a third of the way up. I'm then going straight in with my Urban Decay Blackout, which is a super black matte shadow. And I'm going in with a little pencil brush. This is just the MAC pencil brush. I don't want to know what number it is, it's completely rubbed off. But I'm going in with that, and I'm pressing all on top of that gel liner on the outer part of the eye. I'm bringing it up over the liner that we've brought up here. After I've pressed that black pigment on, I'm going on with the Blank Canvas E42, which is a small kind of pointed blending brush. It's really, really small, it's perfect for blending out in the crease. And I literally just start to blend that black shadow very lightly up into the burgundy that we had on. I'm kind of packing on a wee bit more black shadow right to the outer corner there before I'm blending it up with the tip. And then if you need to, you can always go back in with your blending brush that's got the burgundy on it and very lightly skim on the outer edge of your blending that you've done with the black shadow, just to make sure that you can always see that wee bit of burgundy. So can you see what we've done there? We've blended the black all the way along the outer edge of the golden pigment, bringing it down kind of towards the inner corner of the eye, but not blending it up into the burgundy. Once we've finished that, we want to tightline the upper waterline and lower waterline with the gel liner. There we go. Right, so you can see obviously it's been ever so slightly messy, which is why we're doing the eye first before the complexion. I have had a wee bit of pigment fallout and a wee bit of the diamond powder is kind of falling down over my complexion. So I'm going to very just use a wee cotton pad, a wee bit of eye makeup remover, and just tidy up that under eye area. I then peel off the tape to reveal a beautiful blend. And we use that wee cotton bud to kind of clean up the top of the cheekbone and the under eye. What a difference it makes when you take that tape off it. You can really see all your hard work, you can see the blend, you can see the sharpness, you can see the lift to the eye. So what I personally done for the brow here was I went on with a wee brow mascara. I just used the NYX brow mascara in shade Black Noir. And I just work that ever so lightly through the brow hairs, brushing upwards on the inner corner and then outwards as we get to the outside, so that we're getting a nice sharp tail to the brow. So now that the top of the eye is basically finished, we want to start working on the underneath of the eye to really balance out all the intricate work that we've done on top. So I'm going to go in with my concealer, which I'm going to use the Full Coverage Makeup Forever concealer, and I use this along with a wee concealer brush just so that I've got a bit more precision what I'm doing here. Now, I'm not really using the concealer to conceal, I'm more using the concealer as a base for the eyeshadow. So I'll work it all along the under eye, blending that down with my ring finger. I'm then going to very, very carefully use the tip of the concealer brush to work it up along that line that we've created. And then blend the concealer down. So you see that really, really sharpens up that line and gives you a lot more of a lift. It really starts to brighten and contour in the cheekbone as well. What I'm then going to do is I'm not adding any more liner onto that liner brush. I'm just using the very, very small bit of gel liner, and I'm creating a wee line from the outer corner going slightly down, and I kind of want it to be a continuation of the top lash line, so that's the direction we're going in. So we've got that nice angle going on in the outer corner there. I go back to the first brush we used for the burgundy shadow and taking my M846, and I'm just working that along underneath the eye, kind of pressing it in so that I'm getting good colour payoff with the shadow. And then the number 17 Lancome brush that I used to softly blend out the burgundy on top, I'm doing the same to softly blend out underneath. I'm then going in with my MAC pencil blush that I used with the black, and going back in with that Blackout shadow, the Urban Decay one, and we're really just going to work along the lower lash line and smudge some black a wee bit tighter through the lashes. Really tried my best to do this with you guys being able to see absolutely everything that I do. When I get to the outer corner, I kind of just work it down that line that we created. There we go, you really see how we're starting to get that kind of like balance. Underneath doesn't look quite as heavy anymore because of all the work that we've got underneath there. If you find you've overblended the black and you can't really see the burgundy, it's totally fine. Just take the first brush, the kind of flatter brush that we used, and you can then just press a wee bit of the burgundy underneath the black. Now to add a wee bit more glitz, what I'm going to do is go in with the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy Glitter Liner. I love this, oh my god, it's so nice. Now you need to work quite quick here, to be honest with you, so I'm also going to have a wee liner brush and that diamond powder that we used all over the lid. I'm having that handy. So I'm using that gold liner, I'm working it a line going on the line outside of the eye, and then coming down that other line there, So we're kind of like highlighting that angle, but whilst it's wet I want to press a wee bit of the diamond powder that we used in the lid over the inner corner there, just so that we're getting two tones of gold and it's kind of working from that darker gold into the lighter gold. Do you know, I won't lie, I've actually struggled talking to you throughout this video because it takes so much concentration what I'm doing, and I'm trying to concentrate so much on making you see everything that I'm doing because it's quite an intricate look that I feel like I'm struggling to talk. I'm going to try to stay so still. But just see how on the outside there, just see how just adding that bit of glitter kind of lifts the eye even more. We're starting to get that highlight, we're starting to get that drama. As I want to extend the inner corner liner to make it a wee bit more cat-like. So I'm going back in with that brush and my gel liner. And I'm going right in, oh, this will be hard for me to get you to see this. Right in to the waterline. Right into that tear duct in the inner corner of the eye, and then I just very lightly start to extend it downwards towards the inner corner of the nose. And you want to make sure you've got a good bit of product on your brush. Optionally, if you want to, and only if you want to, you can take that wee silicone sponge and a wee bit of the glitter liner, the glitter glue, sorry, just underneath that inner eye tail, and then take that wee liner brush we used to press the diamond powder onto the outside, and you could stick a wee bit of the diamond powder just on that inner corner there, just give that extra wee bit of lift in the inner corner. Okay, final stages of the eyes, loads of mascara. I'm going in my trusty Lancome Hypnose mascara here. I do think you can't beat it. And I'm just going to load that onto the top and bottom lashes. And then final thing for the eyes, false lashes. So I've got this lash on, I'm going to go straight in. Now I'm using the Hollywood lashes in K32. I literally worship them. Like, look, oops, at this lash. See how it's really full at the roots, but then it goes really wisp on the outside. So I will pop your link in them below with a wee discount code, which will give you a wee 20% off if you want to treat yourself to some of them. So I'm going to go and glue these up, put them on, and I'll be straight back with you. Okay, so I've just had a wee bit of a disaster. I went away, put that other lash on this side, just see it's on. To be honest with you, I'm genuinely absolutely loving how this look is looking so far. But I literally had to undo, I had to take off the entire underneath of this eye, I had to take my lash off, my eye was streaming, so anyway, I've taken it off, I've redone it, and I haven't touched anything on top, do you know what I mean? So it's all the exact same as what I just taught you. Anyway, so let's get complexion done. I'm going to try and zoom through this. I just dropped my primer. So primer, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer. I know it's Jaclyn Hill's favourite primer, so I thought I would give it a wee go. It literally is like airbrush in a bottle. Like, if you've got any texture, any pores, any unevenness in your skin tone, like scarring or anything like that, you just work this primer over and it, oh my god, it literally just, like I said, it's like it airbrushes your skin, do you know what I mean? For foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Pro Glow Foundation, and the shades that I use is 208, which is Sun Beige. Obviously you can see my body, my neck and stuff, I do wear a wee bit of tan. I really hate tan, I hate sun, I hate anything on my face, although I like to look like I've got it on, so I do go a wee bit darker. And I'm going to apply that with a beauty blender. This foundation, guys, for a dewy finish foundation, oh, it's so good. I mean, I know it says it lasts 24 hours, but it really does. Next, I'm going to go on with my concealer. I'm going in with the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in shade L5 Neutral. This concealer is really great for contouring, to be honest with you. It's great for adding light and dimension and coverage into the face. Because of the look that we've done, I won't be taking the concealer right up underneath the eye, which is fine. I can use this because it does crease when you use it under the eye, to be honest with you. I'm just taking it down next to the side of the nose, creating that triangle up to top of the cheekbone, fill it in, and a wee bit just between the brows, and then the tip of the nose there. Right back to that beauty blender. I'm using the pointed end this time, and I'm just blending that into the foundation. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to just set everything with a brand new product, and that is the new Ultra HD powder by Makeup Forever. Now guys, this goes on like a dream. It literally leaves my skin super smooth. I think it's got silica in it, which really just smooths out everything in my skin, leaves it looking really nice. I'm going to apply that today with the Blank Canvas F16 brush. It's just a really big, almost pointed brush, because I don't want to be applying too much powder. I'm not going to be baking. I'm literally just kind of pressing it all over and then sweeping the excess off. Now this look really is all about the eyes, so I don't want to be contouring too strongly. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Deep. And I'm literally just going to use a large Lancome brush. I've had this for ages. You'll see it's kind of tapered. It's really quite fluffy. I love this for contouring. I don't know the number of it. I don't even know if they still make it, to be honest with you. But just whatever brush you normally use for contouring, go in with that. And I'm literally just going to start working onto the lower cheeks and then along the hairline. Now you'll see when I'm contouring, I do kind of more press my brush. You'll see with the shape of that brush, it's almost shaped to look like my cheek. So I kind of press it under the bone and flip upwards. I do kind of lift the hairline so that I can see the natural shadow of the bone structure. So I know exactly where I'm going to be pressing and blending my contour. That way I'm working with the shape of my face. Plus you'll see the shape, the direction of my contour is the direction of the lift to the eye. So everything's really working in sync to give me that perfect lift and dimension to my bone structure to make my face look better. Favourite thing? Highlight. Now I have been going a wee bit OTT with highlight recently, I'm not going to lie. I do normally use the Makeup Forever fan brush because I love a fan brush for getting right on that bone. But as of recent, I've been loving a lot of highlight. So I've been using the Morphe M527 brush, which I know is absolutely massive, and I know you're going to be going, are you actually being serious? Are you using that for highlighter? Yes, I am. Anyway, I take it, loads of product. I'm using the MAC Whisper of Guilt, and I'm using that out of the Nutcracker Sweet Copper Face Compact. When I'm applying this with this big brush, I've got it all over that entire head there. So that I then kind of use my finger, press it on to the tip of the brush so that I then get a bigger, almost like a bigger version of a fan brush, and I can sweep it right up that cheekbone, let it go, and then just above the arch of the brow I'm very lightly buffing on the highlight there. Also like a wee bit just onto the tip of the nose here and a wee bit onto the bridge. And I'm literally skimming the very tip of that brush onto the tip of my nose, just to really catch the light. And with this look, I don't use blusher. It really is, I think, just all about the sculpt and the highlight and the warmth to the skin. Now, something I do get asked on a very regular basis by men and by women is, how do I get my beard so sharp? Obviously you can see my beard is actually really quite fair. But in all my pictures it's very dark. So what I actually use is in eyeshadow. It's M618 by Makeup Forever. It's just a really ashy brown, and I use a wee pencil brush, which is the Inglot 18SS, and I do literally, now it's just me because I'm a guy, do you know what I mean? If you've got a woman, of course you're not going to be doing this on them, but I do sculpt in my natural beard shape, like so, and then fill this all in, which I'm going to quickly do off camera, and I'll be back with you in 2 seconds. Okay, beard on, starting to look a wee bit more like myself, like the self that you're used to seeing. Something else I also get asked on a daily basis by men and by women is about the, I would say, signature line that you see going up my beard. I do get a lot of you say, and it's really super sweet, saying I wish I had a beard so that I could highlight it like you do. How do I do that? I also get asked. Basically, whatever concealer I have used underneath my eyes to contour. I take the concealer brush that I used, which is very fine, and I very simply just carve out a very light line using the tip of the brush up the line of my beard. See the difference that make? I mean, it's an old-fashioned drag technique, the way that they carve out their beards, the way that they carve out their contour. The only difference is I've got hair underneath the line. They normally don't. So if you're a girl and you want to do it, do kind of if you're on Instagram, look up drag queens, you'll see it a lot of the time. They do carve out their contours that way. You can really see the difference that that makes. Finally, I'm just going to do the lips. So what I'm going to use is the Makeup Forever lip liner in shade 7C. It's kind of like a deep, it's almost like, I want to say cappuccino. Who told me about cappuccino lip liner recently? Anyway, it's like a kind of brown coloured lip liner. So I'm going to quickly do my lips here. I like to overdraw them because I don't have the best of lips. I'm too scared to get fillers, to be honest. Like so. And I do love those lip liners because they're completely waterproof, so at least I know I can go and eat and the shape of my lips doesn't disappear. For lipstick, and to finish off this look, I am going to use the limited edition MAC Mariah lipstick that I'm just absolutely in love with. Although, I don't know about you, and please do comment below if you find the same. For some reason, these Mariah lipsticks just dry my lips out so much. I love the colours of them. The packaging, I mean, look at the packaging. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But just the formula seems a wee bit different. I don't know why. But anyway, the colour I'm using is called Lipstick Bit of Bubbly. Oh no, it's not Lipstick Bit of Bubbly. It's Cream Sheen Lipstick in shade Bit of Bubbly. It's a really, really, really pale nude. And I'm just working that all along the centre of the lips before I give them a good rub together and blend that out. I'm going to take my ring finger and just soften along the edges so that it kind of blends into that darker liner that we used. Now Alan slags me like every single day because I love a wee bit of 90s nostalgia where you go for that darker lip liner with like a pale lipstick. But as someone who doesn't have the biggest of lips, you must admit, it makes quite the difference. Yeah. Yes, who needs fillers when you've got a darker lipstick? A darker lip liner, sorry, and a lighter lipstick. So anyway, that is the finished look. You'll see my eyes look really lifted. Everything looks really sculpted, but hopefully what you'll see is even though it's a very dramatic eye look, after you've done the complexion, after you've done the lips and everything, it does kind of balance it out quite a bit. So yeah. That's it guys, thank you so much for watching, thanks for being patient with me. Hopefully you've learned something today. And again, thank you for all of you who watch, thank you for all my followers, thank you for all my comments. I really do love you guys so much. If you are new to me, then do check out my Instagram and my Snapchat. And if you enjoyed what you've seen today, then of course, you know, hit that subscribe button below. Okay, so until next time, bye!